What's up? Welcome into your Daily Buckeye Blitz for a Monday, September 15th, 2025. What is up? How's your weekend? How was the game? Did you have a good time? There's a lot of angry Buckeye fans out there today. So things didn't go exactly according to plan. We had some weird plays, some weird tip balls, and some turnovers, and all the bad things. So today we're talking offense grades, and I'm going to give you my grade for each position group, and we're going to talk PFF grades, see how some of the guys graded out, especially the O line. It's really the only way to measure the O line is with PFF grades, and we can look at who allowed pressures, sacks, and all that shit. So let's get into it. I'm still coming to you from the toilet up north, here in the Detroit area. I'm about probably less than a couple miles from Sean's house. Anyways, maybe I'll go by and TP his house or egg his house or something later. Um, I do have some extra toilet paper. Anyway, so Buckeyes roll 37-9. Um, roll it is like as in the fourth quarter we rolled, and some of the third quarter. But so let's look at the offense here. We're just focusing on offense today, defense tomorrow. Today, talking about Julian Sayin. Started off a little rocky in the first half, but got things going. He did have, let's see, he had a stretch of 2, 4, 6, 8 completions in a row. That was his best. Otherwise, he still had a decent day. I mean, 25 of 32. That's 78% completion percentage. Well, you can't argue with that, man. That's pretty fucking good. But did have the 2 picks. But he went 347 yards, 3 touchdowns. Um, the last pick in the second half there, he should have just eaten it. Should have just gone down or gotten rid of it sooner, obviously, and dirted it or something. But he was trying to make a play while he's being tackled. You got to just fucking eat it, man. So that's shit you got to learn. I mean, again, it's only his third game starting in college football. So uh, he had a few snaps last year. So not enough to really to beat him up for. Total yards for the Buckeyes 572, on the ground. 225 yards. Bo Jackson led the way, 9 carries for 109. Now that was helped out with a big 64-yarder. So helped the average a little bit, right? With 12.1 yards per carry. Peoples looked good. I thought he looked good. Just came this close to breaking a few of those shoestring tackles and maybe housing a couple of them. But he still had 7 carries, 47 yards, a long of 17, 6.7 average. And Donaldson, just 9 carries, 39 yards, a 4.3 average. Jeremiah kicked in 1 carry on that end around for the touchdown, 17-yarder. And Lincoln Keenholz came in on a third down and got 8 yards, picked up the first. So yeah, and Carnell had 1 carry for 8. So I like the Keenholz package. That's what I was thinking all this summer we were going to see against Texas. I thought they would bring in Keenholz for some of those short yardage situations. But looking at the receivers here, Jeremiah led the way with a huge monster game, getting those Heisman numbers up. 9 catches on 12 targets, 153 yards, and 1 touchdown through the air. He had the big 47-yarder. Then Carnell chipping in. This guy is, people better be paying attention to him, man. I don't know what a defense can do with these two guys on opposite sides of the field. But 5 catches, 6 targets, 101 through the air, and 1 touchdown for Carnell. He had a 49-yarder, just outdueled Jeremiah there for longest play of the game. Max, or longest catch in the game. Bo had the 64-yarder. Max cleared 2 catches, 30 yards on 2 targets. Did have the touchdown on the broken play where Sam bought some time, scrambled out to the right, found Claire in the corner of the end zone. Donaldson a couple, Bo Jackson with a couple. Good to see the young guys. Peoples getting some action there out of the backfield, making some catches, showing off their hands. So That's always good. Um, what else? Oh, yeah, penalties. We got to talk about that today. Six penalties, 50 yards. I know Tegra had two of those. But third downs, this has to improve. We're 5 of 9. That has to be much, much better. And 0 for 1 on fourth. Come on. That does not fly. So, um, yeah. Other than that, we did take one sack, I believe. Yeah. Yep. Um, look at it. Let's go look at the blocking here. I want to see who gave up these sacks right now. Okay. Philip Daniels. He had a mediocre game. He graded out a 64.7, allowed one sack, two pressures total. Uh, Tegra allowed two pressures, like I mentioned, had two penalties. Um, Hinsman allowed two pressures. Donaldson in pass pro allowed one. Max Clare allowed one. Luke Montgomery allowed one. So 9 pressures allowed by this O line altogether. Pass pro, let's look at Luke Montgomery is 65. Hinsman a 75.7. That's really good. Sarabeld 85.5. That's what you want out of your left tackle right there. Almost perfect. Daniels a 64.7. Tegra a 65. So we got to be better than that against a freaking MAC team. I don't care how good the MAC team is. Onyanwa was in there for 14 snaps for Tegra at right guard. He had an 81 pass blocking grade. Run blocking, Philip Daniels was a 72.4. I almost sneezed right in the microphone. Montgomery is 65.7 run blocking. Hinsman is 65.7 run blocking. Saraveld 61.9. That's not great in run blocking. Kazmarek 68.5. He's always a strong blocker. And Tegra 67.3. So the run blocking was pathetic overall. Daniels is the only solid one there. Some good run blocking out of the receivers here. Jeremiah at 90, Carnell at 84. We'll take that. Shouldn't be any complaining about the wide receiver blocking this week. So, yeah, O-line was a problem. I don't know what the deal is up there, but Tyler Bowen and the staff need to get their shit together with the O-line. Anyways, let's talk a little passing depth wise. They did go deep twice, over 20 yards, 4 times actually. You had 2 for 2 right down the middle for 96 yards and 2 touchdowns. That was to both Tate and Jeremiah. Then over 20 yards to the right, outside right, 2 for 2 with 58 yards and a touchdown. Really getting some work done down the field, over 10 yards. 2 for 2 from 10 to 20 for 31 yards, 2 for 4 out to the right, 10 to 20 yards. So then 0 to 10 yards. He was 12 for 14. Did have the pick there that was tipped by a lineman that dropped into coverage. And then behind the line of scrimmage, he had the other pick where he was getting sacked. But when kept clean, Julian was completing at an 80% clip, you know, when under pressure, and he was 5 of 7, 5 completions on 7 attempts. They only blitzed him like 47% of the dropbacks. I thought they would have brought more heat, but he was 11 of 16 when blitzed. Did have 2 touchdown passes and a pick. Had 2 batted down balls, so one of those was a pick. Yeah, so those are the big things. Play action. They only ran play action 12 on 12 dropbacks. He was 9 for 12 there. So not a lot of screen game, but yeah. So passing wise, Sayin was very good. You got to keep guys out of his face. You can't have these tip balls and shit. So other than that, I don't have a lot of complaints, just those red zone issues, you know. We talked about it on the live show Sunday night. And hey, let me know if you guys have any issue with moving the Sunday night show to Monday night at 8 o'clock. Let me know. Let me know if that works for you. Um, anyway, what else here? Yeah, the red zone issues. The Buckeyes are 54th in the country right now, only getting it in the end zone like 65% of the time, I think it was. So we got to increase that. That's just touchdowns, not including field goals. So in the red zone, we got to get our shit worked out. We've gone through this before. You know, we went through it with McCord. We went through it with CJ in his first year as a starter and so on and so on. So, I mean, you can go back to 2015 when we were going with two quarterbacks. So, um, we still had red zone issues. So we got to get that shit worked out. Um, remember, we brought in Kyle McCord or Devin Brown replaced Kyle McCord on a few red zone carries here and there. So, yeah, that's coaching. So it gives you something to work on in a win. So I expect to see some changes, and we're going out to Seattle next. You know, week from this Saturday. So let's get our shit together and get it right. But anyway, hit me up anytime. My email address is joe@thebuckeyecast.com, and leave a comment. So please subscribe, follow the show, all the stuff. You know. Anyways, hope you're having a good one. Talk to you later. Go Bucks.